Hello everybody and welcome to the channel. My name is PJP, and in this episode of vs Ygopro, I'm gonna be using one of my favorite decks ever, that being Ancient Gears, to fight 3 random opponents over on Ygopro. Now if you want to know the specifics and the little things and rules about this series, go watch my first 2 episodes, specifically watch the first one because I'm most extensively explained it in that one. So, putting that aside, let's just get into the deck of the day. I'm gonna be playing one very kind of fan favorite. Fans of Yu-Gi-Oh! Tend to love this deck a lot, if anything for the aesthetic it has. And I also love it because it has pretty straightforward and pretty much what is my favorite kind of playstyle for Yu-Gi-Oh! That being beatdown. And less so OTK, but I prefer beatdown. Not really, I don't really want to win on the first turn. And yeah, this deck wasn't as strong as it is currently, specifically the one I've built, because like it could hit, but it wasn't super strong, and I literally just added a bunch of cards like 20 minutes ago when preparing for this video. Like specifically, I added some Air Cracking Storm because I think it's a good card, even though the big boss monsters, which I'm gonna be summoning pretty frequently, tend to have that effect already. Like for example, House Ancient Gear Giant has a multiple attack effect. But specifically, I've mostly added that for when I can only resort to using Anti-Gear Reactor Dragon or the Anti-Gear Golem. And I also added 2 cool new traps that I just found out. Like, I knew about this one, but I didn't realize that it's actually a pretty decent card in this deck, because its effect is if a face-up Earth Machine monster I control is destroyed by battle, I can target one of the field card on the field and destroy it, which would allow me actually to either pop my opponent's cards, or in cases of this deck, because it's actually a pretty good thing, it allows me to destroy some of my cards, and a lot of, or at least several cards in this deck have the effect that if they're destroyed, I can summon an anti-gear beat from the deck or from the graveyard. And now that I think about it, having already Crusher run, this is kind of unnecessary. So instead, what I'm gonna be replacing it with is gonna be Anti-Gear Town, I believe it was named. Let's see, I need the field spell. Oh, it's called Gear Town, I forgot. Because that one also has an effect that if it is destroyed, I can special summon anti-gear monsters from my hand, deck or graveyard. Let's see, can I tweak something else? You know, I'm gonna go with a bit of an asymmetrical build, and that might be actually a little too much. Let's just go with this. Let's do one test shuffle to see how I'm gonna draw. Okay, it's fine. Let's get into the duels. And the name for this deck is gonna be Kronos, because that's the name of Crowler in the and the name that I'm gonna go with for this duel, and the name I'm gonna go with for this episode is gonna be Kronos, because in the original GX anime, that's the name of Crowler. He's called Kronos de Medici, which is why I'm using that name. I'm gonna try to do some kind of reference every time with every deck. But yeah, let's just get into it. And we already have an opponent, Hijo. Come on, press the check mark. And he's gone. And we got a coming back opponent that I've already... And we finally got an opponent, Rosemary, and fuck you. And we finally got an opponent. And finally we got an opponent, Croc. Come on. Ugh. How many people are gonna... Okay, finally we got an opponent, Azua 7. Let's just get into the duel. Damn, how many people had to press it and just get in, go out, get in, go out. Just do, for fuck's sake. Am I going to start, or is he going to start? Okay, I guess I'm fighting a Dark Magician. I wonder if he's gonna be using the new Dark Magician Fusion. And damn, I love so much those new cards that were just released, like the Neos Wiseman retrain for Jaden's deck. I can't wait to get to play that. There's gonna be, I think, quite a few Jaden decks. Yeah, I can't wait. There's gonna be a lot of versions that I'm gonna be playing on this channel. The soonest one is probably gonna be my own hero deck, which I have to update because there were also generic hero cards that were just released. Like a new elemental hero, which I actually fought against yesterday in yesterday's video. Yeah, let's see. If your opponent controls more monsters than you do, you can special summon. Okay, let's activate it. But it negates the effects, so I'm gonna go for Anti-Gear Soldier and Anti-Gear Reactor Dragon, I guess. Then I'm going to summon Platinum Gadget. You can discard one card. Let's set this trap before summoning Wyvern because it's gonna fuck me up otherwise. So let's special summon Wyvern. And because of its effect, I think I can add... Let's see what would be useful. I think currently I want to go for an Anti-Gear Fusion. Even though it might be a dumb idea, I think I might have just one to do. I'm gonna fuse my 4 monsters to summon my Anti-Gear House Giant. What's with the naming in Arc 5? Like in the anime it was named correctly, Anti-Gear House Giant. Why is now House Anti-Gear Giant? It's dumb. It's dumb. Same thing with the Red Eyes Fusion monsters. Why would you do that? I'm gonna attack Apprentice Illusion Magician first because otherwise it has an effect that it's gonna... Oh fuck. Well, he still didn't destroy what he meant to do. Okay, House Giant attack Magician's Rod. And sorry if my voice sounds kind of weird. I have a bit of a sore throat. I've been talking a lot in the last 2 days and have had very little sleep in between recording yesterday's videos and today's videos, so that might be the reason why I sound a little weird, barely being able to talk. Let's see what he's going to answer to it. Oh, fucking kidding me? He gave up? Okay, let's go. AJP versus Azua. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna be switching it to 5 duos rather than 3. It's gonna be 5 duos from now on. Because it's too little otherwise. 1 duo. And why am I even saving this? I'm already recording it, so. Okay, let's do the first duo again. And we finally got an opponent, Toku Duelist. Let's see how this deck is going to fare against the meta. And I'm sorry if my voice sounds a little bit sore, like I've had only like a few hours of sleep between recording yesterday's videos and today's videos, so I'm gonna sound a little bit tired. Okay, I love how cool and easy to use Urgent Schedule is. Literally, if my opponent has 1 monster and I have nothing, I can special summon 2 monsters, 1 level 4 or lower and 1 level 5 or higher. How convenient is that? Let's go for Anti-Gear Soldier, and pretty much I have no choice, Anti-Gear Reactor Dragon. Such an easy combo. Is he gonna activate something? I guess not. I'm gonna use those 2 as materials for Platinum Gadget. Then through its effect, I'm gonna special summon Anti-Gear Wyvern, even though I could have just normal summoned it, but I'd rather not. Okay, let's special summon this. Then through its effect, I get my Anti-Gear Fusion, which I need to check if he has piercing. Yes, he has. That's cool. So what I'm gonna do is activate my Anti-Gear Fusion, and I'm going to combine my Anti-Gear Wyvern, Anti-Gear Golem, Anti-Gear Frame, and Ancient. Oh, sorry, I've been saying Antic because I usually say the Japanese name, so it's Ancient Gear Golem, Ultimate Pound. Actually, no, I'm gonna stick with the Japanese because it's better. Antique, not ancient. And one thing I'm really annoyed by is the naming convention. Like, why do you put it the house before Anti-Gear? It should be Antique Gear House Giant, not House Ancient Gear Giant. It just doesn't roll off the tongue as well. Yeah, let's destroy his monster and ruin his dreams. I love how easy this monster is to summon. Interesting. I cut his life in half. He couldn't even inflict me 500 points of damage. Man, 6,000 life points of damage in turn 1. Or turn 2, but turn 1 for me. Oh, bitch, you are dead. You know, that was so stupid. I wonder if he realizes how stupid that was. Because I literally just won. Hey, finally! My first proper win. Let's see, Page AP versus Toku Duelist. Duel 1. Win. Okay, that was fast. Let's move on to the second one. And we got our second opponent, Banane, which is a fucking weird name. Well, whatever. I'm not judging. I love how much I started to love Yu-Gi-Oh again. Because that's pretty much kind of the reason why I decided to do this series. Like, for a long time I've wanted to keep playing Yu-Gi-Oh! But I pretty much had no enjoyment whatsoever. Like, usually I would play with all the decks that I've made, which by the way I've made like a deck for each character from the anime. And I frequently would use my decks which I built for myself against those character decks and play on my own because I don't have anybody else to play with. I used to play against the Ygopro AI when it was a thing, but they removed it. I'm gonna talk about it after I'm done with my turn. Let's see. I'm gonna activate urgent schedule. What the hell? Well, that is awkward. This is the first time in this series that I've encountered a hand trap, which I'm not using, by the way. This is not meta play or anything. Yep, I'm resorting to 1300 attack monster, and I'm gonna... God damn it, I can't believe he said hand trap. So, as I was saying, I've been playing along against the AI, but they removed it, and I couldn't play against anything. So I had to literally play constantly against myself, because playing online, like, I would constantly use, and it's so annoying. Because, in a way, playing online in Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro feels like playing competitively. And I hate playing competitively because in competitive Yu-Gi-Oh! It's not about playing the goddamn game, it's about not playing the goddamn game. And what I mean by that, if you haven't noticed nowadays, everything is multiple negates, multiple destructions, and the whole idea of Yu-Gi-Oh! Nowadays is to prevent your opponent from playing the goddamn game. And I hate that. I'm more of the idea that you should outplay your opponent, not prevent him from playing. Which is pretty much the whole... my whole vision for building decks. I build them as a way to outplay and beat down my opponent instead of trying to prevent him from doing things, because I don't think that's fun. And if you're wondering, or maybe most likely you're not, but I've gotten this kind of thinking from the anime itself. In the Yu-Gi-Oh! GX anime there was one duel between Jesse and Jaden. And in one of the turns, Jaden was worried that Jesse was going to destroy his Neos. But Jesse said that he doesn't have any cards that have destruction effects. And I'm pretty much of the same kind of thinking. It's just for me it's a bit more lenient, like I allow myself to use cards that have destruction effects, but not the ones who are field nukes, essentially, or mass negates. For example, I wouldn't be using Dark Hole or Mirror Force ever, except in cases which decks are revolving around them, because I think it's too much. And on top of that, I hate hand traps, which is why I'm not using them too. So my whole idea is to beat down my opponent, not to prevent him from playing. Hey, finally. Go fuck yourself. At least I still get a card. So there's that. I think this would be actually useful right now. So let's activate it. Oh fuck. But isn't it dark? It's... Are you kidding me? It's a fucking Earth. I'm dead. Maybe, maybe not. God damn it. I can't believe I'm gonna lose. Well, it happens. And so as I was saying, this series in a way has allowed me to enjoy the game again, because now I'm not playing to win and I'm not angry if I lose. I'm playing just for fun and for sharing it with you guys and just building interesting decks. And maybe you have thought during while you were watching this video that what I'm doing is kind of similar to Hardleg Gaming and his deck build challenge, and I don't remember what was the other series that he does, but it's kind of similar. It's just, for me, it's more simplistic and unpolished. I'm just making a deck every day or using decks that I have already made a long time ago and just playing against whoever I meet. I'm not trying to build a cool deck or anything, or really good deck. I'm just playing for fun, essentially. And because I recently, well, at this point it's been like 2-3 months, I started my YouTube channel. I've decided to also share it on YouTube. I've been planning for a long time to do a series on YouTube, but I was wondering exactly what I should go for, exactly what type of series I should do. I was thinking of doing PJP versus Yu-Gi-Oh!, in which I was going to be doing pretty much a similar thing, where I would use my own build decks to do against every single character deck from the anime, which I also have built. But thing is, I don't want to be playing against myself, and I don't have anybody else to play against, so I had to think of something else, which is what this series is. In the future, maybe I'll do something if I find somebody who is willing to do against me every day with decks that I've made, or maybe if he makes a better deck, maybe I will think of something, but that's gonna be far in the future, so. And I lost, I guess, so 1 win, 1 lose. Let's see how the other one is gonna fare. Versus Banane. Second duel, loss. So let's see how I'm gonna do in the third and final duel. And we got our opponent, Mido. Damn, what's with these weird names? Mine is pretty straightforward. Interesting, he has more cards than me, which doesn't happen very frequently. A lot of players just use 40 card decks, which is boring. I like to experiment like that. Hey, Elemental Heroes. I believe yesterday I ended the video with playing against Elemental Heroes, so I guess today I'm gonna do that too. Ooh, what the hell is that? Vision Hero Faris. Oh yeah, there were more Vision Heroes. I have to check them out, honestly. I remember seeing somebody play them in Destiny Heroes. Apparently they had kind of a good synergy with them. Damn, talk about a hero player taking their time. That does not happen often. At least I think so. Here it's the new fusion elemental hero that I talked about. Or at least mentioned. I wonder if I'm playing against the same player. Like, this is very similar deck to the one I played against yesterday. And I don't understand why would anybody use extra hero Dread Decimator. I'd rather use a generic monster. I guess it's worth it enough because it's a hero monster and because it doesn't have total garbage of an effect, but getting 100 attack for any hero monster? What is this, 2005? And yeah, yesterday's play pretty much... Oh, fuck. Oh, there it is, the new Neos. Nels Kluger, I'm so fucking dead. Or maybe not. Next turn I literally have to summon that big boss of mine, or I'm dead. Nels Kluger inflicts before damage calculation, if you discard battles, I'm gonna lose a lot of life points. If it is destroyed, he summons Niels Wiseman. Damn. I like the artwork, really though. It's like a bit of an upgraded version of Niels Wiseman. Okay, let's see. I don't have much of a choice here. I don't know what to do. I can only think of one thing. Let's get Anti-Gear Golem. Can it attack more than once? I don't think so. And I can't set face downs, great. Then I'm gonna use this to equip to him. What was the effect of Elemental Hero Core? Once per turn when this card is targeted for an attack, you can make its attack double. Fuck. Well, and what is its other defect? Okay, so I have to destroy Nels Kluger and Dread Decimator this turn. Actually, first I'm gonna go for Dread Decimator. I know, but it's gonna get destroyed. Which is not something I want to happen now. Oh yeah, I can actually attack again. I totally forgot. Through Air Cracking Storm's effect, I can attack again. And this time I'm gonna take out Nels Kluger. I know I'm gonna lose a lot of life points right now. Wait, I can activate it now? Oh bitch, you are so dead. I'm gonna go with it. I didn't want to activate it because I don't want to lose 8,000 life points. He now summons Niels Wiseman, right? This is the first time I'm battling it. This card cannot be destroyed by card effects. At the end of the damage step, if this card battles an opponent monsters, inflict damage to an opponent equal to the attack and gain life points equal to the defense. Cool. Now this bad boy is gonna get destroyed. But I can summon myself an Anti-Gear Golem. Which is fine because I'm very close to winning. And I don't think he has any way to defeat me. At least hopefully he doesn't. go ahead and take your time. It's not like I have 100 other things to do and other videos to record. Pretty cool. Please don't beat me. That was a very risky move. It's kind of annoying that I've noticed that when I'm dueling, I tend to inflict a lot of damage, but it's the opponent always gets like 500 life points and always turns it around. It's like I'm the villain and I'm playing against the protagonist almost every single duel. Hey, there he is. Extra hero. Oh no, that's the better extra hero. I don't get why the elemental heroes got the shitty extra hero. This is actually what the elemental hero extra hero should have been. Or the masked hero extra hero. Oh fuck. What kind of hero deck are you fucking playing? Extra heroes? Neos heroes? Elemental heroes? Evil heroes? Vision heroes? The only things that he hasn't put out so far is Mask heroes and Destiny heroes. And I'm so dead. Well, how the turntables? Well, that pretty much summarizes my dueling skills. Still, got one win. That must count for something. Okay, let's save it. Pay. I hate when I write like that. Versus middle. Third duel. Loss. Well, it was fun. I enjoyed it, so. And yeah. It's not a bad deck, but I couldn't properly use everything. Maybe I'm gonna expand on this in the future, but we'll see. Maybe in the future I'm gonna do a remaster of these decks and redo them or something, or maybe I'm gonna play against some of you guys, but we'll see in the future. Now I'm gonna give you a little spoiler for tomorrow's deck. This is it. I'm gonna be playing Battling Boxers. I'm most likely gonna change it, obviously, because I have no idea how it works, and I think it just would need a little bit of polishing. But yes, tomorrow's video I'm gonna be playing Battling Boxers. And I think this is pretty much it for this video, so hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, leave a like, subscribe, check out the list in the description to my Twitter if you want to follow me there, and to my Wattpad where I post my stories, because I'm also a writer. And if you do enjoy my stories, or you simply enjoy any of my video series, you can head over to Patreon or Subscribestar and pledge your support over there. It's greatly appreciated if you do so, but if you can't, you can still help me out by liking this video, subscribing, and especially by sharing this video with somebody who you think might enjoy it. And also, I want to mention that I have plenty of different series on my channel. I do K-pop reactions, TV show reactions. Currently I'm doing the TMNT 2003 series. I also do gaming videos. Currently I'm playing Far Cry 4, so if you're interested in that, check that out too. And I think that's pretty much it for this video, so see you in the next one. Bye!